Hey, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all the praise, honor, and glory unto
Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash.
Want to send double honor to the elders and apostles and the bishops at Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the whole elect Akim out there doing this work. Much love to the scattered elect Akim and to the sincere, the few sincere women out there, and also, aka the elect lady, right, that believe in the true doctrine, right. We are the brothers here at Great Millstone, Nebraska, and we're coming out with a lesson. Just want to get into a topic, as the brothers were breaking down, going into we're not going to have to strive for the law in the kingdom of heaven. Right now, as we're in this current captivity, we're striving to be perfect, but we're continuously fighting against the flesh, and we're striving to be perfect in Yahweh Shai, right? I'll let you go ahead, brother. And
now that the brother was talking about striving, I got the etymology of the word strive. It's a verb, C 1200, striven. It says quarrel, contend, make an endeavor, try, to quarrel, to dispute.
Yeah. So putting forth an effort to serve Yahweh Shai, to our best abilities, right? As we were mentioning, being in this flesh, it says that the flesh warreth against the spirit, right? We can bring out. Let's get that actually. Galatians 5. Unless one of y'all brothers had a point y'all wanted to make, but we got into it.
I had a precept. I'll hold it till after this Galatians.
Oh, you can bring it out.
It's Isaiah chapter 64, verse 6, which says, "But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousness are as filthy rags. And we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away." So I bring that out because, as the brothers are saying, we try our best to put forth righteousness in this current life that we're living. But because of our unrighteous nature, it says that our righteousness is still even as a filthy rag in the eyes of the Most High. And that's why Yahweh Shai has to play the role of that intercessor, that in-between, where he is, purifying the elect, because we try to do righteously, but we sin every single day. We fall short every single day. So the scriptures say all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of the Most High. It's impossible for us to be 100% righteous in these bodies and in this kingdom we in.
Yeah. And in the Apocrypha, it says that this thing is set in a dangerous place to fall. And what's that dangerous place to fall is that den of iniquity called America, Babylon the Great.
Can I grab that?
Yeah.
This Second Ezra chapter 7, verse 6. It says, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and is full of all good things. The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, as if there were a fire on the right hand, and on the left a deep water."
Right, and this is why brothers in different states and different places throughout the world always speak on the tribulation that we have to deal with. In that tribulation, it comes with what? Fighting this flesh off. Constantly having to deal with the affairs of this life, right? And it said it's set in a dangerous place to fall. What is? Achieving, getting to the kingdom. That's that good place, right? It's full of all good things, right? And it says it is set in a dangerous place to fall because, which means what? That we have to be on the straight and narrow. We have to be on the straight and narrow for number one, and we gotta, like the brother brought the definition of striving out. We have to quarrel. We have to fight. And not give in, not always be easily given in to our lust and affections upon this earth. Was it more to that? That is all? Okay, you got it.
Coach. Back in that etymology for the word strive, there's more. It says to resist, to struggle.
Struggle.
Yeah.
It's a struggle, bro. Fighting between the flesh and the spirit. All the affairs of this life. Trying to do right is a struggle, bro. Especially when you gotta fight them temptations. but it's like I'll let you read on.
Con,
Well, yeah, you can pull that Romans. While he's finishing that, you got it up.
con, let's see.
Romans
That's
7.
pretty much it on the strive. I was gonna grab a precept to what you said earlier about the you were talking about how, you know, the tribulation we got to go through and stuff like that. I got Sirach 2 and 5. It says, "For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity."
You can number it up.
Con. So, you know, it's basically like you're always gonna be struggling. I think about a person that's struggling to lose weight. You know, like you can think about this guy David Goggins. He was like 300 pounds, lost weight, gained it back, then lost it again. So that's like a never-ending battle. You got to constantly fight against something that you're not going to defeat. And that's like what we have to go through in this truth until, you know, that redemption.
Yeah. As Sirach 4:28 says, "Strive for the truth unto death, and the Lord shall fight for thee." You know, constantly battling all the way to the end. You know, and that's why we ought to lean on Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He's the only one that can deliver us from these mortal bodies, man. He's the only one that can deliver us from this hell, you know, that we're constantly dealing with on the daily. All right. I'll bring this Romans 7 out. Sister Brother Man, beautiful point. Falls right into it. It's, Romans 7 and verse 14. It says, "For we know that the law is spiritual, but I am carnal, sold under sin. For that which I do not allow, for that which I do, I allow not. For that what I would, that do I not. But what I hate, that do I."
Guys, can you read that first part again?
God, it says, "For that which I
No,
do."
the part before that.
Okay, it says Romans 7:14 says, "For we know that the law is spiritual." But
It says the law is spiritual. The thing with the first covenant is that there was no issue with the law itself. The law is perfectly fine. That's the thing, because the second covenant is a big staple of the second covenant is going to be the law itself. But so it says the law is spiritual, but what?
But I am carnal, sold under sin.
But I am carnal, sold under sin. As a matter of fact, that makes me think of that precept. The first, the Isaiah 64:6. You know, when you read that in the NLT, it says that we are infected with sin. These bodies sin is written in its code, the same way that righteousness is going to be written in the code of our new bodies. So we're infected with this sin. You know.
I did get that word carnal real quick. The Strong's G4559, which is sarkikos. And it says fleshly, carnal, having the nature of flesh, i.e., under the control of the animal appetites.
Yeah, so it's things that can't put forth things of the spirit. We're just moving and doing what feels good or what feels, we're not keeping in mind the bigger picture. Like at times where a person may offend us and we want to avenge ourselves, or we may feel we right, so we feel like we gotta speak up, even when we know we're supposed to be quiet.
Yep, I got something for you. A little bit more. This is governed by mere human nature, not by the spirit of the Most High.
Yeah, having to fight off different demonic thoughts, having to fight off adulterous thoughts, or looking at somebody a certain way. Not having to look at your brother in a certain light. That shouldn't be something thoughts that we have to fight off. We shouldn't have to fight off seeing certain foods and like, man, that looked good, knowing we ain't supposed to eat it. Right. It's different base stuff like that to where, we don't go off and do it. But the fact that we even have to take time out to rebuke the thought in the first place, it shows you how much we need to get out these bodies. And it don't make it no better that we live in a kingdom that perpetuates that wickedness. Esau wants us to go off. So he pushes all type of stuff that makes that fleshly desire even worse. He's always pushing sexuality on the screen. He's pushing pride, being in a prideful mindset, worrying about yourself, all type of stuff that has nothing to do with the spirit. So it makes the fight even harder for us.
Back into it says, "For that which I do, I allow not. For what I would, that do I not.
Mm-hmm.
But what I hate, that do I.
Yeah, so it's like at times when we go off, it's not like we'll go off and immediately regret it because we know that we didn't want to do it. We know that it's wrong. But that bestial animal nature in us that just gotta get that craving makes us do it anyway. And afterward, it's, you know, you have that regret. It's like, man, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have did that. I should have waited. I should have, you know. So.
And this is says if then I do that which I would not, I consent unto the law that it is good.
Yeah. So if we do something, we know that we weren't supposed to do it. That's us basically understanding that, okay, the law said I wasn't supposed to do this, and since I'm upset that I did it, that means that I know the law is something good. You know, that means that I know this is the way that I'm supposed to be going. I just didn't do it.
It really reads all the way down, but it really reads all the way through, but I'm going to jump down.
Mm-hmm.
To verse 20, it says, now if I do that which I would not, it is no more I that do it, but sin that dwelleth in me. I find then a law that when I would do good, evil is present with me. For I delight in the law of the Most High, after the inward man.
So that's the thing. It said, when I would do good, evil is present in me. And that's that struggle that is said in the definition of strive. To where you the good nature in you and that evil nature, the spiritual side of us, and then Satan, then demons, then our flesh, then all them different things, that tug of war that's present. I got a precept for you.
Almost done, brother. It says, but I see another law in my members, warring against the law of my mind, and bringing me into captivity to the law of sin which is in my members. O wretched man that I am, who shall deliver me from the body of this death?
Who's going to do that? Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is going to do that. Babu Shai, can you grab that precept you got?
Come. All right, it says in Hebrews 10:14, for by one offering he hath perfected forever them that are sanctified.
Who did that? Who gave that offering? Yahweh Shai did that. Yahweh Shai sacrificed himself. He lived a perfect life and sacrificed himself so that the elect may be purified. So that's why people who are out here talking about we still supposed to keep the law and it's 100% perfection, that they can do that, that's off.
Yeah.
Because now you're saying that Yahweh Shai's sacrifice was for nothing. You know, and that's if you want to judge yourself off or if you want to say that the Most High is supposed to judge you off of the standard of the law, that's on you. But that's the way that we got in the position we in the first place. We need grace, and that grace was given through Yahweh Shai's sacrifice. So that's how the elect are sanctified, which means made pure, made perfect.
Yeah. And what was beautiful about Yahweh Shai is that it says that he's seeing that we were but flesh, he multiplied his compassion. You know, because the Most High, anytime he could have wiped us out, you know, for being imperfect. But it says that he has compassion on us because we are in this flesh, we are fighting, we are doing serving to our best ability. So he has compassion on those who are sincerely doing that.
You got a precept, right? Yeah, I had, this is Jude chapter 1 and verse 6. It says, and the angels, which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. You know, just going into how the brother was saying, you know, this body is like being under captivity, within a captivity, you know? And it's like, we want to do the right thing, but we get stopped by this flesh. This flesh is constantly attacking us, and so we got to overcome it, and it's just a constant battle. And that's why we supposed to be hastening the day unto the kingdom. There's many reasons why. You know, we should want to see Esau's fall. We should want to see our people in a better state. We should want to rule, you know. But one of the reasons we supposed to be hastening the day of the kingdom being established is because this struggle that we talking about, this fight, you know, this wicked nature that we trying to get away from ain't going to exist no more. You know, once we saved out of this place. And that's, if I can grab this precept in Hebrews chapter 4 verse 9, it says, there remaineth therefore a rest to the people of the Most High. For he that is entered into his rest
he also has ceased from his own works, as the Most High did from his. Let us labor, therefore, to enter into that rest. And we're going through that laboring right now, that striving. But it says what? Lest any man fall after the same example of unbelief. So we have to continue to fight, continue to strive at the moment. But at the end of all that labor, that's when that rest comes in. Because in the kingdom, we ain't gonna have to strive no more. We good. We did it. We're in that perfect state now. So what kind of fight or struggle are we gonna have to go through? We ain't gonna have to be mentally burnt out because we just thinking all day and trying to stay on the right path all day. The Lord gonna have us just doing it without a worry.
Yeah. Damn. I'm trying to find this precept.
Con.
The brothers have anything in the midst?
I do got First John 3 and verse 2, and it says, "Beloved, now are we the sons of power, and it doth not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when he shall appear, we shall be like him, for we shall see him as he is."
So this the glorious state that Yahweh Shai is in, we're gonna be in glorious state like him. We're gonna be in special bodies. That's why it says, how does the scripture go where it says we shall do greater works than he? Yahweh Shai said that himself, that we're gonna be able to do things greater than we seen Yahweh Shai do in the scriptures. So that means that we're gonna be in some super souped up bodies. And you found that precept you was looking for?
Yeah, it's not.
Okay, can we grab the Jeremiah 31 talking about the new covenant?
This is Jeremiah chapter 31 and verse 31. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break. Also, although I was an husband unto them, said the Lord Yahweh. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel."
Right. Yeah, it's like it. I had a thought, but it's cool. We can read them.
It says, "After those days, said the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts and will be their power, and they shall be my people."
Right. So this is why a new body has to be involved, because when it says that the law is going to be written in our inward parts and in our hearts, your heart is your mind. The Hebrew word for heart is la, which is mind, and so that means that we have to have a completely new mind. It doesn't mean like right now while we're in this truth and we're conforming our ways to Yahweh Bashim Shai, not the world. Of course, we're going through a changing of the mind right now, but it's going to be a completely new mind that doesn't have that struggle that we're reading about in Romans 7, or like you brought out in Jude verse 6, where the everlasting chains of darkness ain't going to exist. Them chains are going to be free in them new bodies.
Why? It's a new mind. Why?
So that we can serve the Lord.
That's the results of it, but we're going to be under a new covenant.
Come.
The laws, statutes, commandments being written in our inward parts. So, like the brother stated, you're not gonna be sitting there in your new body in the kingdom, thinking, having wicked thoughts.
Right.
What I mean by wicked, I mean all them wild ass thoughts that we think about in this fucking flesh.
Yeah.
You can fast for 3 days. Come to camp, you still in the flesh. You know what I'm saying? You can fast for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 days. But you still ain't made perfect yet.
Yeah.
That don't happen until the new bodies.
Yeah.
It's not just, I'm tired of working a 9 to 5. I can't wait till the kingdom, man. It's so much more to come with the kingdom, man. It's peace on earth. It's new bodies.
Immortality.
Things be coming into a natural state.
Yep.
The wicked not ruling. You know what I'm saying? Them being in rulership right now. Look at the earth. You meet people and you're like, damn. I guess life is cool. Because it's because that's just what they're experiencing at that moment.
Okay.
But overall, we gotta deal with being subject unto Caesar, man. You know, you gotta work. Then your check gotta get taxed, and then your taxes gotta get taxed at the end of the year. Then whatever you bring in home gotta. It's like, come on, man. I can't have nothing. You own a house but not own a land.
Okay.
Why? Because if you own the fucking land, you ain't gotta pay nothing no more. If they keep your dumbass sick, they keep you sick, then you'll be relying on them. But if you take heed to the natural remedies, you take care of your raggedy ass flesh, you ain't gonna be at the fucking hospital and be in need of a physician so often, man. You know? That's it.
Go on.
Okay. Anybody has some, or can we get back into that Jeremiah?
Yeah, I do have some.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, I'm ready. I was at Galatians chapter 5, verse 17 says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are contrary one to the other, so that you cannot do the things that you would." You know, and like what the brother was, kind of speaking on. We constantly having a battle in this flesh. Having fasted and having doing things like that. And we're still in the flesh after the fact, right? But it says, but if you be led by the Spirit, you're not under the law, right? So this is why that's another thing why we don't focus in on the law. Though we keep it to our best ability, we still know that we got to battle this flesh every single day. We still got to worry about dealing with our families, them stressing us out. We still got to, like the brother said, wild, crazy ass, illogical thoughts, fucked up dreams. Have dreams that have you, smoking and shit, like them doing stuff that is off. We gotta constantly battle these spirits, but that's really why I want to bring that out, just to show, land back off what the brother was saying and showing that this is a constant battle. Mm-hmm. This ain't gonna stop until we out of here.
It can't. Babu Kashah in the Jeremiah 31, because it's another aspect of this flesh that you was mentioning before this lesson. I don't know if you still in verse 33 or 34 yet.
I'm in 33.
All right.
This is Jeremiah 31, verse 33. It says, "But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Israel. After those days, saith the Lord Yahweh, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their power, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor."
That right there, it says they shall teach no more every man his neighbor. Bible, shall you read the next line?
And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor and every man his brother, saying, Know the Lord Yahweh. For they shall all know me from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith the Lord Yahweh.
Exactly. Right now, we have to teach this word. We have to go out on the highways, put these videos out there. We have to be woke up to this truth. Because at a point, we was all the way delved into this flesh. To where, we brought out, you got the spirit that warred against the flesh. But before we received the Holy Spirit, before we received the Comforter, we was just moving with the flesh. So we got the Baba Kashak, we got the 2 Timothy 2:15.
God, this is 2 Timothy 2:15. Study to show thyself approved unto the Most High, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed.
Yeah, so that's an aspect of this truth, to where we have to make sure that we're getting into these scriptures and going over things, making sure we have the breakdowns down packed, making sure we're reading every day, staying locked in. So, can we grab I'll grab it real fast. 1 Timothy 4:16, where it says, "Take heed unto thyself and unto the doctrine, continue in them. For in doing this thou shalt both save thyself and them that hear thee." So we have to make sure that we're staying locked in and on point with this truth, so that we can make sure that we're teaching it right and that we're following it right, and that we can teach it to our people so that they can follow it. In the kingdom, we ain't gonna have to make sure that we got breakdowns down pat. We're not break because we gotta teach the scriptures. We ain't gonna have to make sure that we reading so that we don't forget scriptures or nothing like that. No, because it's gonna be in us. We gonna know it,
But
right?
Not even just doing it right,
Mhm.
but you know what I'm saying, doing it in sincerity.
Yep.
Doing it because it's supposed to be done.
Mhm.
Just keep it order. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody can tell you to do something, and you just do it
Mhm.
because that somebody is telling you to do it. But once you start to do it because you're into it and you're a part of something, or you're trying to grow in something or with something, it becomes a different story, man. Hell, if crazy as it sounds, if I wasn't in the truth, I probably would be in the American Army. But the thing that would stop me from wanting to be is the dumb shit that they do. Are y'all blowing up fucking schools? Killing innocent people? Yo, count me out of this dumbass shit. You know what I'm saying? But overall, I could see it. I could see it happening there.
Mhm.
But what the cost that it comes with would be in the American Army in particular. Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
I don't want to blow up a fucking school.
Wait.
Go home, drink a pitcher of Budweiser because I blew up a school with kids in it.
Call yourself a patriot.
Yeah, and it be having the videos where they'll like go to a bunch of people in the barracks or whatever, and they'll be like, why'd you join the army? And a lot of Jakes, basically their reason to be like, I didn't have no other choice. Like what? I wasn't about to do nothing else, so I just joined the army.
It be monetary. It just be financial.
Yep.
All I do is for money.
A new Charger.
It's all money based.
God.
Hell, if I join the army, it'd be money based. The fuck?
God.
That's it.
Pay off some debt, pay off some bills, and give me a nice whip. I mean, shit. Oh, y'all blowing up schools? I don't want to be part of this. You can't leave, soldier. Okay. All right. So how I get out again? How do I leave again? But in all in seriousness, it's just that's just what comes with this place. That even if you wanted to defend a country that you've been born in, you can't even be comfortable defending it
In good conscience.
because it don't fucking defend you.
Yep. Yep.
And it don't mind attacking everybody. Ridiculous, man. That's all right. My fucking head is hurting. That's what I'm saying. We gonna have fucking new bodies. Ain't gonna be no headaches. I'm gonna be in the kingdom. Let me smell some green alcohol. Let me eat some garlic. Anybody have an aspirin? Man, I don't gonna fucking have no headaches, man. The fuck, like, all that dumb shit is gonna be done away with.
So this is let me get this precept real quick. So 2nd Ezra chapter 8 and verse.
What time is it? It's lacking.
It's 11:18.
Yeah, we're gonna be finishing up so the brothers can get to the crib.
Come. This 2nd Ezra 8 and verse 52. It says, "For unto you."
Salaki, who all got precepts?
I'm finished.
You got that one you found? Nobody else got precepts?
I got one, but it's like
You got one or not?
I got one.
Alright, we're gonna get what everybody else got, and then we're gonna close it out.
Kind
It's 2 Ezra 8, verse 52. For unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready.
Plenty in this, you know? It's made ready. I'm not gonna be in the kingdom. Fuck, I need some salt. I went to the store and get some salt.
Asking your neighbor for salt.
Hey, that's like you got some salt. I'm trying to cook up a lamb today, brother. No. I'm gonna be on it ready, man. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna have a fucking servant that makes sure I don't run out of I'm gonna have a salt servant. Nigga, your job is to make sure I never run out of salt.
You're over the office of salt.
Like, what the fuck? I'm not gonna be in the kingdom. Hey, I know you been working 5 days. I need you to go run and grab some salt. No, nigga. Nigga's job is gonna know. He gonna know. And if he run out of salt, I'm gonna delete his ass. Yo,
That's your only job, bro. Like, how did you run out of salt, bro?
I'm gonna delete his ass and bring it back to life.
Salt servants.
You understand your job, man? You understand your job, soldier? Like, what else you doing? You know? But it's not like a boastful or bragging thing. It's just, it's order. Things are going to be in order in the kingdom.
Yeah.
It said New Jerusalem's going to be coming down, dressed. You know what I'm saying?
It says, a city is builded, and rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten.
What is the root of evil? Sin. Going off. What it said is what from you?
It says,
Sealed up from you?
kind of says, weakness and the moth is hid from you. It's like it's sealed up. The root of evil is sealed up from you.
Read it again.
Verse 53, the root of evil is sealed up from you. Weakness and the moth is hid from you.
Yeah, ain't no, man, bro, we're gonna be perfect, man. We're gonna be perfect. It's crazy. Every time I talk like that, I just think of the brother Shai in the mornings. Every fucking time, because he said, there's fucking gnat, there ain't gonna be no gnat flying in front of my face. Like, damn. But that's true. Man, we gonna have an aura about us, man, through the spirit. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like animals, just knowing, oh, that's that nigga. You don't fucking attacks from no wolves and no bears. I wish a bear would run up on me in the kingdom. I'm gonna zap your ass. I'm gonna delete you.
You just deleting everything.
Everything getting deleted, man. You gotta order to get deleted. This is shit. It's gonna be the kingdom of heaven, bro. Kingdom on earth, heaven on earth, through the spirit, man. You know. But that's what I'm saying. We're gonna be in order, so everything else is gonna be in order.
Yeah, as the king is, so is his servants, so
Yeah.
his people.
And what is not in order is gonna be learned in ordinances.
Yeah.
You know. Like I said, no, I don't have to have a child and teach him the laws, wisdom, and understanding.
Yeah.
You know, he's gonna know because he's from birth, man. It's gonna be written in his inner parts.
Yeah, like here we gotta
We're
work
not gonna
like
be an infant having crazy dreams and shit. You know, thinking
Come.
about production. You know, not working though, but just how to make things better. Right?
yeah, we gotta worry about what our kids gonna go to school learning, what's on TV, and we try to unprogram them from the program that Esau gonna be putting them in. It's like,
Yeah.
like bro, that shouldn't be how we living, bro. But you know, this is our we serving our sentence right now, you know. So
No, that was it.
kind of The second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 42, it says, he answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak. You know, so this
Everybody don't want to get it.
Yep.
Everybody don't. You can talk and talk and talk. We can all put up a lesson. We can put up a lesson every day until fucking December 31st, 2026. But whoever it's meant for, it's meant for.
Mm-hmm.
You know? If it ain't their time, it ain't their time.
God.
They'll get it whenever the Lord allowed them to get it, but nonetheless, you're going to get this understanding. You're going to learn when the Lord allow you. That's when you're going to wake the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
I can sit here and read the same precept to my siblings. Oh, fuck. All of them dumb. I'll just say it. I don't care. The Lord He didn't part them with wisdom. They got some common sense about them. But my brother not a grill, you know. But what's grilling to keeping the facade? You know what I'm saying? Pentecost, that's the next. After these 7 days is up, we got the Pentecost. After that, I believe it's the first fruits. Then right after that, it'll be Day of Atonement. And it's like 3 of them back to back in the same month. Don't quote me on it, but I believe it's the Day of Atonement after that. But the Day of Atonement, if nobody said anything, would anybody be able to keep it? You know what I'm saying? Like, would you know? Are you keeping up with every month? Every new moon? Okay. Hey, well, I'll ask brothers, what day is it of the year right now?
Second day. Oh, so like it's the second day.
That's a
Right, 10th day was the Pesach, right?
It's the 15th.
The 11th day.
You got the new moon that comes in, and 2 weeks after that is the Pesach on the 14th day.
14th day.
God.
It's sundown right now, so it's the 15th day of the first month.
God.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but imagine that. You just used to Esau. Hey nigga, it's March. It's April. Guess what month it is? It's May. Shut up. Like, those stupid ass calendars raggedy, bro. Like, no nigga, it can't be any of that. It was just 86 degrees and then it was fucking cold. How do I interpret that? Is it winter and fall? But this is the confusion that we live around, man. Ain't gonna be no confusion in our kingdom. When it's time for shit to die, shit's gonna die. Delete. Flowers. Is that a rose petal over there? That. Delete, nigga. Delete. You know? But no, man, it's gonna be order, bro. It's gonna be order. I ain't gonna have to do a lesson and be leaning back in the fucking recliner because I'm fucking tired. Because I have a headache. Things gonna be fluid, man. Ain't gonna be no more lessons.
Yeah.
We gotta teach our neighbor.
Exactly.
You know? And we ain't doing no lessons. Hey, the apostle said that long time ago. Wait, what? You know? What are you waiting for? You gonna say I'm a camp in a kingdom? GMS already saved. Like, how do you sound?
God, it's just a couple more verses.
It's time to put in work now, man.
God.
Go ahead.
It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of the immortality for to come.
The end of what time? The end of this age. The end of Esau.
Mm-hmm.
You know? I'm tired of Esau knowing more shit about this world than me. You know, I don't care if this nigga know all about cars, carburetor, and da-da-da. Shut up, nigga. I'm not gonna worry about a fucking carburetor in the kingdom. I'm gonna be in a chariot, like, you know? It's Esau, man. I'm tired of that nigga, man. Shut up, bro. Put some handcuffs on.
Yeah, it says, the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off.
So who's causing the corruption? Who's causing the intemperance? Who's causing the infidelity?
Yup, the lack of faith.
People not having faith.
Yup.
Who's causing that Esau? Oh yeah, Jesus is white.
Right.
Jesus? His name is Jesus? Yes, his name is Jesus. His name is Jesus, even though Jesus is the youngest fucking letter. That's stupid. But people gobbling right the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fucking come to me with no Yahshua. Slap shit out you. Like, no, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Yahushua. And his father's name is Yahweh.
Yep.
I don't want to hear shit else. I don't care what you have. I'm not here for you to teach me. Like, no. This is his name, and I know. Oh, how do you know? Because I know. I know personally. I prayed in that name and prayed to that name, and it was shown by the Spirit in that name. You know what I'm saying? Been down and out, received mercy in that name. I've been sick. I woke up sick at fucking 12:30. Fucking, what? AM, drinking teas, praying over my herbs and my tinctures and shit. And I asked brothers to throw up prayers for me, and I was better in 12 hours. Jesus didn't fucking do that. God didn't do that. Those names and that title of a title didn't do that, man. Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai did that. The same name that's gonna fucking fear, that's gonna bring fear upon the earth, man. You got it.
It says intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown. Righteousness is grown and truth is sprung up.
Right, and it says righteousness is grown. My brother made a beautiful point. This kingdom, well, the scripture made a good point. It says this is not a place where much glory doth abide. So what does that mean? That means in this kingdom that righteousness is not uplifted. Righteousness is put on the back burner. It's put to the side. It's looked at as an evil thing. You know, when you're going back and serving your power and calling upon the true names, you looked at like a weirdo, or you looked at as evil, or that's a cult.
It's there, but it'll make you feel. This world will make you feel bad.
Yeah.
For having it, for keeping it, for practicing it. You know, for practicing righteousness, this world will make you feel bad, man.
Yeah.
What you eat? So you ain't gonna go to your daughter's birthday? No, nigga, I gotta go out and teach today. Her mom should have picked a different day, nigga. You know?
Yeah.
It happens. You know what I'm saying? But we got a job to do. You know? My daughter wouldn't have lived as many years if I didn't fucking do what I was supposed to do. Now what? Oh, okay. You want some bologna? No, nigga, I don't want fucking bologna. I don't trust a nigga that eat bologna, bro.
You want a bologna sandwich?
How about beef bologna? Oh, that shit's pork to me.
Eat this sandwich.
Delete that sandwich. But yeah.
Yeah, delete that. As soon as you go to bite that hoe, delete it. Teeth hit. Ah.
Yeah.
Get fucking bologna out of here, nigga.
No, that was just a precept. That was just a precept.
Anybody got anything else?
No.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, man, call Yabashima Shah, you know, we're seeing what Esau is doing. Congratulations, finally, bro. Like, be a man. Just be a man. God, I don't know why they don't my spirit. Cause her ass how she come down. You know? But that's just what it is, you know? We at the end of this, man. You know, I was showing our brothers how Iran dissing America from Lego videos and shit.
Lego diss tracks.
You know, and then the shit is stuck in my head. Like LOSC, I'm like, damn, niggas, they got a hit, they got a banger. You know? But nonetheless, that's the time that we in, though. We're just in a time of judgment. You know what I'm saying? Are people going to be judged? America's going to be judged. Esau's going to be judged. You know, and Lord willing, we just can remain and do what we're supposed to do until we get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? Until we get out of here, you know? But yep. That's the end of that. Lord willing, you was edified, and Lord willing, we allowed to endure to the end. And once again, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory
unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash.
You know, double honors to our apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. Once again, hey, shalom.
Shalom.